we need to talk. I wish that I could come on here and say that Italy was a great time and that I had so much fun and it was amazing, but that would just be a lie. And just gonna be honest, Italy sucked ass. When I say everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, I mean it. Like, it was seriously like the universe was against me. So this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to, it's going to be a little bit of a story time, a little bit of a vlog. You should just sit back, relax, get some popcorn, because this one is it's going to be good. It's going to be good for you, not for me. But let's just all laugh at my pain, because why not? So let me start from the beginning. I went to Italy last weekend. My flight out to Italy was on Thursday. To get to the airport, this is first bad thing that went wrong. To get to the airport, I have to take 2 buses. And in order to, get on these buses, I have a student leave card. And you basically just put money on this, and then you don't have to pay actual coins to get on the bus or whatever, So I had put a lot of money on here. I had about 30 euros on here because, it's I have to pay to get to the city, and then I have to pay to get to the airport, and then I have to pay to come back home, after my trip to Italy. So yeah, I had put quite a lot of money on there, and I had gotten on my first bus. Everything was fine. I got off, and then I started walking my way over to my second stop. That bus was going to take me to the airport. And then that bus pulls up, and I get on, and I'm sitting there, I'm looking for my leave card, and searching all of my pockets, because I had just put it in my pocket, right? And I can't find it. So the bus driver, thank the Lord, he let me get on and everything, but he was just go look for your card and then come back up to me. But I ended up losing my leap card, so I lost 30 euros just right off the bat. I did have cash with me, so I was able to pay, but I had told the bus driver what happened, and he kindly let me he was just go take a seat, it's okay, don't worry about it, I really feel bad for you. And I was like, thank you, bus driver, you're my favorite. So shout outs to that guy. He really pulled through, and he let me ride to the airport for free. But so yeah, all hope wasn't lost, right? It's fine. Though we started out this trip a little bit badly, it's okay, So what, I lost my leap card. I went in and I was like, all right, this happened, but it's fine. I could still have a good trip. I get to the airport, everything's fine. I get on my flight, I make it to Italy, I make it to my hostel, okay, and I was like, all right, cool. That was Thursday, so the next day, Friday, I was supposed to go to Florence. I had bought train tickets to Florence, and my train was gonna leave at 7:28 in the morning. So I woke up early, woke up at 6:30. I was so excited, because I was fuck yeah, I'm so ready to go to Florence, this is gonna be awesome, right? I get to the train station. It's about 7:20 in the morning. I look at the board and I see where the platform is for my train, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna go to that platform, right? I got maybe less than 10 minutes. I'm sitting there, and the time starts going on, and I'm like, okay, it's 7:25, it should be here soon. It's about to be 7:28, right? And I just had this weird feeling. I was like, okay, where's the train, right? It should be here so people could get on, so I could leave on time. And there was no train pulling in on the platform, so I went back to the board and I was at the wrong platform, and so I started running to the correct platform. And I'm not joking when I say, like, dude, like, it was literally the farthest platform that it could freaking be. I started just sprinting, like, oh my god, like, I hope I make it, right? I literally get to my platform and I like watch my train leave me, like, and I was just like, this is not fucking happening right now, like, this is actually happening. And I was like, okay, so I just missed my train to Florence. There goes another 40 euros down the fucking drain because I'm a dumb bitch. It's fine though. Of course I was upset. It's really easy to just like be frustrated at yourself because like the thing is, I don't know, it just felt like everything just kept going wrong. And like if I went to Italy by myself, and if I was with other people, then we would have been able to rally. Like, it's easier when you're traveling with a group of people because, you know, you guys could bring each other up and you could be like, all right, like, it's fine, like, that this happened, let's still have a good day. But when you're by yourself, like all I could think about is, like, I just kept beating myself up because I was like, why did I, like, fuck up this badly? Like, first I lost my leap car, now I missed my train to Florence, and, like, what the hell, man? Like, this sucks, and, like, this is my fault, and now, like, I'm just alone in Italy, and I don't fucking speak Italian, which is such a side note, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was just frustrated with myself. So, yeah, that happened, and I was like, alright, so, not going to Florence, but it's fine. I guess I'll spend 2 days in Rome. So, I tried to rally. I regrouped, I went back to my hostel, I was like, alright, what are we gonna do today? So I mapped out what I was gonna do, where I was gonna go, and I was like, we're gonna seize the day. We're not gonna let this, you know, bring me down. Like, you're in freaking Rome, Tina. You gotta try to have a good time, and that's what I did. So, I went to the Colosseum. Obviously, because it's Italy, like, you have to go see the Colosseum. I didn't go inside because low-key I just didn't want to pay to go inside. So I just stood outside, you know, filmed some things, took some pictures. Yeah, after the Colosseum, I went to Trevi Fountain, and I did spend a lot of time there because I was trying to get a good Instagram picture. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you already know. Yeah, I spent some time at Trevi Fountain. It was really freaking nice. Like, it was just so beautiful. But yeah, like, after that, I did start to feel better. I was like, all right, like, you know, the day's looking up. After that, I went to the Pantheon? Hold on. We're gonna get this right. Pronunciation?
Pantheon.
Pantheon. Well, that was British, so let's do American because we're American.
Pantheon.
Because that's how Americans say it. Pantheon. I went to the Pantheon after that, and, like, I don't know if you guys know anything about that. I don't know anything about it, but, like, it's just, like, what you go and see. So I went to see that. I went inside. It was big and, like, grand looking. It wasn't really, like, that mesmerizing, but, you know, some people are into that. I'm not. I saw a lot of cathedrals, and I'm talking, like, cathedrals on cathedrals, like, after every single block. Like, there's just so many. And, like, of course I went inside because, like, they were really nice looking. Like, I would just be walking and I'm like, what is this big building? And I would just go inside and I'm like, oh, it's a church. Why am I, like, not surprised, right? And, like, the thing is, like, it's really nice to go inside and look because, like, they have, like, painting and art, you know, like, up on the roof, and, like, it's just really nice to look at. But they had so many, like, it was ridiculous. I went to the Spanish Steps. I didn't know that this was a thing, but that was cool, you know. Went all the way up to the top, got a nice little overview of the city, so that was cool. And, you know, my conclusion for that day was, all right, like, these bad things happened, but you still seized the day, and that's something to be proud of. But yeah, girl spoke too soon, and everything just shit hit the fan. It's raining now. I was on my way back to the hostel, and my Google Maps stopped working, and I was like basically lost in the city of Rome for a good hour, and as if it couldn't get any worse, it started raining. And I'm not talking about, like a little drizzle or sprinkle. No. It started pouring like cats and dogs and every other freaking animal you can think of. Like, oh my god. I'm not like seriously, this is what happened. And I was just like why is the universe against me? Like I seriously, like, in that moment I like had a mini panic attack, and I was like, holy shit, like what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, it's pouring on me, my Google Maps isn't working, I have no idea where I am. And I was like, all right, like, don't fucking freak out. Like, I was trying to calm myself down. So I had a mini little panic attack, but it's fine. I held it back because I was like, you have to figure this out, Tina. Like, you cannot be lost in the city of freaking Rome right now. So, like, get it together. Find your way back to the hostel. That's what I did. So, basically, I blindly followed, like, the map on my phone. It was basically just showing grids. And, I would just keep searching my hostel, and it would kind of show me like the direction it was in. So I was like, all right, like, I'll just go this way. And then like I just kept on looking for signs that said like train station, because like I know I know the area around the train station. Eventually, like after so much of like just circling around, I found like a sign that was like the train station, and I was like, oh yes. And eventually, yeah, I found my way back. But it was just such a long day. Like, I was just so beat. And this is a really small thing, and like you guys probably won't care. Like, I honestly, like, looking back at it, it's like stupid, but like I'm gonna tell you this part just because, like, after the day that I had, like, this last little thing just like irked me even more. I wanted to eat, so I went to this restaurant. And this is a really small thing. Like, I acknowledge that, and it's very, like, stupid. But I think after, like, the day that I had, it just, like, irked me even more. So I had gone to this restaurant. I ordered some lasagna. I ate it. It was good, whatever. And then I asked for the check. The waiter rings me the check. The total is €8. And I give him a 10. And you guys all know basic math. I should be getting back €2. And he comes back to me, brings me my change, and only gives me €1. And like, I know this is dumb, right? Like, this is stupid. But it frustrated me. Like, out of all the things that had happened today, now, like, just fucking take my euro, I guess. Like, I just didn't even have fight left in me to like fight over €1, and I was just like, all right, like, I'll just take my change and like go home. So yeah, after that, I went back to my hostel, and I literally just laid in bed for hours. Like, I want to go home. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, I just think the homesickness hit, and like everything. Like, I'm alone in another place. I wish my friends were here. Like, I wish I had somebody that was with me. And like, I'm just alone, and it just sucks. Like, it just sucked. I wanted to go back to Dublin that night. It was hard, you know? I just felt really discouraged from doing anything at all. And my flight was actually Saturday night. So Saturday I was planning on going to Vatican City. But like, the thing was, Vatican City was an hour walk away from me, and yeah, I could have like taken like public transportation or something like that, but I just feel like I was, like I said, like, I was so discouraged. I just did not want to go, because like, what if I missed my my ride back to the airport. Like, what if something happens? Like, my anxiety was like at an all-time high, and like it really peaked on this trip, and I was like, how much more can I take, because I'm going delusional. So the next morning I woke up and I was like, I can't go to Vatican City. Like, I'm just too anxious. So I ended up just walking around like areas that I know. I did some shopping, and I got some gelato. Thank you. But yeah, I got to the airport early. My flight ended up being delayed back to Dublin, which was another downfall in my trip, because I was supposed to land at 11:15 p.m. They have night buses here, and the night buses are more expensive. So the last bus that comes to UCD, the last bus goes out at 11:45, and since my flight was delayed, I ended up freaking landing at midnight. And so I basically, I had to pay to get to the airport to the city, which is already going to be expensive. I just paid cash. And then I had to take a night bus, which was like 6-7 euros, when it only could have been 2 if my flight wasn't delayed. But it's fine. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. I accounted for all of this. Like, I saved my money, and I didn't spend a lot in Italy, so I was like able to get back home. And I was just happy to be back in Dublin. And like, I'm sure you're thinking like, oh, like, great, like Tina made it back home safe, she's good. And like, that's what I thought too. And then the stupidest thing happened. I get back towards UCD, and I'm like walking back to my building. And also, mind you, the night buses, they don't take you directly to like UCD. Like, they take you right on the outside. So I basically had to like walk half a mile back like into campus, and it was like 1 a.m. and it was dark, and there was like 2 lampposts. So my ass just started running, because I was like, your girl ain't gonna die today. Like, oh hell no, this is like some horror movie shit. Like, it's not happening, So yeah, so I started running, and literally 2-3 minutes away from my building, I'm so close of just like being rid of this weekend. Like, I'm so close to my apartment, and I see a 4-legged creature of some sort. At first I thought it was a coyote, and then it turned and looked at me, and I was like, that's a fox. A fucking fox, y'all. And like, I know it sounds stupid, but like, I don't know. Like, I'm not researched in foxes. I don't know if it's gonna attack me or not, or like what it's gonna do. But I'm not even joking. Me and this fox literally had a stare down. Like, we were deadlocked, and I was like, what do I do? Like, will it get scared? Like, I don't know. So I don't know. It started testing me. Okay, it took a step towards me, and I took a step back, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And then it started walking towards me, and I was like, oh hell no, like, your girl's not gonna get attacked by a fucking fox right now. So my ass fucking booked it. I jumped over a bush, and I ran to my apartment, and I am not joking, I've never ran so fucking fast in my life. And like, eventually I made it back to my room, and I was just like, what a fucking weekend, dude. Like, everything just went wrong, and it sucked. So that was my really, really long story time. And I don't know, I don't even know what else I want to say. That trip really pushed my limits. Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm sure I would have freaked out, probably started crying in the middle of the room, but I didn't. Like, I persevered, and I like stayed tough. And I think the lesson here is just things happen and life happens, and like you can't plan for everything, even though that's what I try to do on these trips, obviously. But like shit happens, and like you just have to deal with it as it comes to you, you know. So yeah, I mean, that was my trip to Italy, and I wish that it was better, but it's just like a funny story now, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there because this video is probably already too long. I hope you laughed and enjoyed my pain, because it is pretty funny now that I look back at it. But yeah, what can I say? I don't even know. I don't have any words. Yeah. But you guys should be happy, because you're getting 2 videos in 1 week. Someone's being spoiled, and it ain't me. Also, I'm sorry, this Leap card, it's new. So, like, this isn't, in case you were wondering. No, I didn't find my old one. And the money on that one, I donated it to charity because I couldn't figure out, me and my sister couldn't figure out the freaking refund thing. So I got this new one. But it's cool. It happens. I'm gonna go now. Thanks for listening to my story time. I'm going to Scotland tomorrow for the weekend, so let's all just take a second and pray that your girl Tina makes it there okay and everything is fine, because I am very discouraged and I got a lot of anxiety right now about it. So yeah, I'm gonna go now because I've been talking too much. Okay, bye or whatever.